microphone, but it's not even on. Anyway, hi, I'm back. I am back from vacation. It was amazing. I know this time I actually have makeup on and, you know, decent lighting, and there's no random raccoon walking by. So totally different look this week than last week. But yeah, it was really, it was a great vacation. So yeah, we were in Sarasota, which is about 3 hours southwest of Ocala. And it's just basically you go down 75 and then hike a right. It's until you hit water. That's basically what it is. But we were down there. My husband has had a timeshare over there since, I believe, the early 90s. And it's one of the old school ones where they actually have like an actual unit, and that is your week, and there's no points involved or anything like that. It's just, there you go. So it's this really great timeshare though, and it's still like super inexpensive. So, you know, because we just pay the maintenance fees for the year, and sometimes we rent it out, and yeah, but so it's super affordable. I think it's like $400 a year or something we pay in that. And again, we can go ahead and rent it out. So, you know, anyway, but we don't. We actually go down and really enjoy Sarasota, and it's right on Lido Key, so it's right there on the beach, and there's a pool, and there is a hot tub, and that's about it. That's about the amenities. It's very old school, but I love it. It's so calm. Somebody was talking about how she actually went to was it Orange Creek? Over in Orlando. And we've been to that one before, and it's absolutely amazing. There's all these amenities, and it's got like a lazy river, and it's just this, oh, it's absolutely amazing. She's like, oh, if you ever go there, you'll never come here. And I was just like, no, actually we went there, and you're right. It's great if you have like, you know, kids, and if you have whatever, but we don't really need like all of the bells and whistles. We really come down there just to relax. And so, you know, sitting at the beach and watching a sunset each afternoon is just our really big thing. So we really enjoy it. We get all of the beach out of us. And then we don't really go to the beach the rest of the year. It's only an hour away to get to the beach, but we don't go very often because we get to stay, you know, for a week at the beach each year. So yeah, we kind of get it all out of our system, get all the sand and all of the wrong places, and then we go home. So yeah, lots of fun. So anyway, it was Monday. It was our first day back. It was intense as a Monday goes. So thankfully it was not like the beginning of the month or something like that. It's mid-month, so it wasn't quite as hectic as it could have been. We try not to to take any kind of vacation time at the end of the month or the beginning of the month, because that's when all of our reports go through, and we have tenants that are paying rent, and of course when they come in to pay rent, they also you know, let us know about something that's been broken for 2 months that they just, you know, forgot to mention until that moment. I don't know why, but it just kind of, it happens. A lot of our tenants just pay on the app that we have for them, but some of them still prefer coming in, and we try to make it as easy as possible for people to pay rent. So however they want to get it, they cannot say, well, they can, but they don't normally say that they couldn't pay rent because of something we did. It's like we literally make it like uber easy for them to pay rent in any capacity as long as you pay it. The only thing we don't do is take cash. Like, I don't want cash in here. I have always had a no cash policy because I don't want to be robbed the first of every month. So we do not do cash at any, like if somebody came in to pay for a stamp in cash, I would be like, I don't know what to do with that. I'm sorry. Because it's just, no. But they can pay cash at like, I think it's like a CVS or Walgreens or something like that. There's like a little cash thing, and they can go and pay the cash there, and that will actually get it into us. So so you can, just not here. I don't actually want it here, because yeah, I don't want to deal with that. So anyway, but that's the fun. We are going to have our end of year reports coming out. Oh, we were talking about that in the property management meeting this morning. Yes, I have a property management meeting every single Monday because that's always the mayhem from the weekend hits on Monday, and we just, okay, what weird happened? Let's talk about it. Does anybody need any training or something like that? And we kind of get it all out there. I don't know what we would do if we didn't have the communication that we have and the training that we have. None of my property managers were property managers previously. They all were trained here, and I keep them to a very, very high standard. So they're a little bewildered sometimes when they take over a property from somebody else, and they're just like, it's great. It's really great. But I was like, just keep on keeping on. This is what we do. This is the expectations I have of you. And so it's great. But there's a lot of education that's required and stuff like that. So but it's great. There are so many people that get into property management and they have not gotten any education or any kind of training from their broker, and they're just kind of like out there doing it. And it's like, no, that's other people's money and their lives. And, even one house, that's hundreds of thousands of dollars of somebody else's money that you're responsible for taking care of. And you're going to do it with no training whatsoever. That's insane. That is absolutely. And do not expect for even 1 second that there is training in any way capacity in the real estate, like to get your real estate license. There was a paragraph, it was 2 sentences. Out of the entire book, 2 sentences was on property management. And I know when I took the test, there was only 1 question. And it was on the 2 sentences, and it was it was basically, what is property management? Okay. So yeah, there's no training. Anybody with a real estate license can go ahead and say that. So yeah, no, that's not how we do it. Just please, please, please make sure that if you do decide to hire a property manager, or if you're needing to rent a place, make sure that they're licensed, because that's otherwise a 3rd-degree felony, and make sure that they actually have been doing it for a while, and they've had, training. Ask them straight out. Ask somebody before I got on here, and now she's calling now. So anyway, I'll call her later. Anyway, but yeah, it's kind of insane. It really is. I know, in other states, they have considerable training, even for licensing in property management. If you want to get your real estate license, I think California has its own book on it. But oh, not here. You get 1 sentence, 1 paragraph, 2 sentences, and that's it. So, and they do. It's probably the easiest way to lose your license is to get into property management without actually knowing what you're doing, because you can make mistakes, and what seems like makes perfect sense to you, or something that somebody asked you to do, and you're like, oh yeah, of course I can do that. No, you can't. No, you can't. No. A lot of what we do is making sure that the homeowners, the investors, are keeping to the legal, because we've got to keep them out of trouble. If we don't know what we're doing, how are we supposed to help them? And sometimes they don't know, it just seems like a good idea, or it's perfectly valid in the state that they're in, but it's totally illegal in Florida, and vice versa. It's like, one of the weird laws, a couple of them, there's some weird ones, but in Florida, you do not have to provide air conditioning to a tenant. However, you do have to provide a heater. Florida, I'm not joking. Now, if there was an air conditioner there when they moved in and it broke, that's different, because they rented it with that amenity, and they had full, knowledge that that was part of the rent. So, yeah. So, there's little things like that too. But yeah, it's crazy. You have to provide them heat, but you do not have to provide an air conditioner. Weird, right? Let's see, another one, the window, like the drapes and stuff, and mini blinds and stuff like that, does not have to be provided to the tenant. However, screens do. You have to provide screens. And some of the windows are like those old jalousie windows. I don't see them as much anymore, but you know, you kind of, and they kind of lever up and down. Yeah, you have to have screens for those as well. So kind of crazy, just some of the stuff, right? Excuse me. My daughter is around here walking in the office somewhere. I just picked her up from her shift, her 2.5-hour shift. Must be nice. But yeah, she was working over, and it's literally like across the street. But that's why I was running a little bit late getting on here, is because I'm like, okay, I know I had to get her over there. Should I do this before? No, I think I'll just go pick her up, bring her back, and then go on, and I'll be about, 10-15 minutes late. But I think that works out better. I don't know what you guys think, but it seems like there's a few more people on here than there is if I go on early. Y'all are some night owls, okay? So I go on here at like 6 o'clock, crickets. There's very few people on here. But yeah, if I go on like 7:30, a lot more people and more interaction and stuff, which I love. I absolutely love when you guys are chit-chatting with me and stuff. But my husband assures me I got some sun down on our vacation. However, I really don't think I did, because it was cold. It is cold in Florida right now. It wasn't like, parka weather, but it was like this cold breeze was just blowing in constantly, and I was like, I'm not sitting around in a bathing suit. This is freaking freezing. So so most of the time we were in like jeans and a hoodie, and it was cold. It was only warm one day, so we really weren't like hanging out by the pool or anything like that, or on the beach too much, because it was just too cold. And the water was like 69 degrees. The ocean, not the pool, but the ocean was like 69 degrees. It was crazy. There was people swimming in it, or like, they gotta be from Canada. There's no way. We weren't doing it. No. I stuck my toes in. I was like, oh, no. We don't. That's not Florida water. What in the world? But I don't know. The manatees all seem to think it's great, because they're all down here right now. So it's manatee season. So if you wanted to get into the Springs, which the Springs is warmer than the ocean right now. The Springs is always like 72 degrees year round. But if you go into the Springs, you can go swim, and there's manatees like crazy. You can go and kind of, check them out. You're not supposed to like touch them or interfere with their little manatee lives, but you can go and swim near them and kind of watch them and stuff. And it's kind of cool. The last time I did it, I got a little freaked out, because one was, they move. They're very large, very large. Like, one was literally the size of our pontoon boat. And it was like a 10-person pontoon boat that we rented for the day. And I look over, and that thing was up above me. So I was below it. And I'm going, if it decides to swim down and just, sit on the bottom, I'm going to get laid on. And I can't hold my breath as long as a manatee can. So I'm going to get killed. So I looked at that thing, and I'm like, I don't think I belong down here, because I was just snorkeling. I had a little snorkel mask and stuff, and yeah, I was down there, and I was like, okay, that thing is huge. Like, that is literally massive. I do not need to be messing with things. Just leave the animals alone. Just leave them alone. Let them live their little animal lives. I like looking at them, but I want to look at them from afar, or from inside a boat. That's awesome too. So, it is pretty cool, like swimming, with them. They are very sweet animals, but they don't care that you are swimming anywhere near them, and they will sit on you. So, I'm like, no. So, I mean, they're not going to bite you or anything like that's not even a thing. Nobody gets attacked by manatee. They're like the slowest moving. They're literally cows. That's like getting attacked by a cow. Not a bull, but like a cow. So, yeah, that doesn't happen. But, yeah, that doesn't mean that they're not going to, like, you know, live their little lives. And, hey, if there's a piece of grass or something they want to eat that's right by you and you're right by the seagrass, then, you know, you're in the way. They could not care less about you. So, whew, no. Hello. Let's see. Hello from Northern Maine. I messaged you last night about possibly speaking. Oh, fantastic. I am just back from vacation. It was a little bit crazy today, not gonna lie. So I will definitely get back to you today. But I'm still weeding through some of my messages. So just I literally just got back. So, and today was a Monday. So it was a little intense in here, but yes, I will absolutely 100% get back to you today. So Bella Vista English Mastiffs. Whew, those are some big dogs. They could rival the manatees. And Chris Sarah is on here. How's it going? I mean, everybody's in here saying hi. Yay. Bella, real quick, Bella, well, I'm sure I'll see it. I was about to say what name was it under, but I'll see it. I'm going to respond to everybody, so it doesn't matter. My daughter, I just saw her walk by. Her and I just got into a bit of a fit. I got into my car. She just changed her clothes. I already told her I was going to tell you guys about this. She just changed her clothes like 2.5 hours earlier. I go over to get her, and I got into my car, and there was something so odoriferous. I was like, what is that smell? Like, it smelled like, I can't even, like baby diapers or something that gets left in a garbage can for like days. And I'm like, why is my car smelling like that? What is it? I'm getting to your, yeah, she's looking at me. I was like, what is that? So I'm like at a stoplight. She's gone. Like, what is that? My car is clean. I thought maybe we left something in the trip. And I was like, no, I was in my car 2.5 hours ago. What in the world? I was like, I just picked up Lexi. And I'm like, Lexi. And I look over and she's got like this little bag of her clothes. I'm like, what on earth could she possibly have that could smell that awful in such a short period of time? It wasn't even hot outside. Like, why does my car smell like baby poo diaper garbage? I go over and I'm like looking in this bag as I'm waiting for the light to change. I'm like, you know, it's kind of dark, and I open up the bag and there's her shoes, some socks, you know, just her clothes, right? And I'm like, maybe it's her shoes. Maybe she got them wet or something. I pick them up and I didn't really smell anything. So I stuck my whole face in and took a big whiff, and I promptly started gagging. I about threw up. I was like, what? What is that? What? My beautiful baby girl, what did she do to her shoes? I don't know if she got them wet or what, but I was like, those, you and I have to talk. Those are going in the dumpster. She goes, I guess I need some new shoes, which I've been telling her she needs new shoes anyway for a while. They were already looking pretty raggy. But I was expecting, like, you know, you think boys, like football players or something like that, they have that, they're odoriferous. Yeah, but no, the freaking sweet girl over there. Whew. Yeah, that's okay. Whew. Let's see. Yeah, I told her about it. She just thought it was funny. So, getting my hand ready to sign a ton of papers. Yes, there are a lot of papers, like a lot. So it's okay. You'll be okay. You'll be down here in no time. We are looking for a home in Ocala. Yay! I'm so excited for you. I can help you with that. I will happily help you with that. Hello from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Hello, Ocala. Man, I have not seen you in a while. Where you been? You been working? Draculi. know, maybe, I don't know, I've been on here. I was about to say, maybe I haven't been very set with my lives, but within a good 30 minutes, my real estate coach, I've had this real estate coach for like almost 10 years now. He's absolutely amazing. I keep thinking, oh, you know, maybe I've outgrown. No, every single week I have a call with him and there's always something new or something that I learn or something, whatever. So I saw this, this real estate coach, and I do, you know, listen to others because I want to educate myself as much as possible. How can I help other people if I'm uneducated? So, but yeah, I was like listening to him. Now I forgot what I was talking about, but anyway, I was listening to my real estate coach, and he was talking about how the market is shifting and how it's changing and how we can help people. And it was such good information today. It really was. And I loved listening to him and what he was saying and stuff. But the really cool thing about my real estate coach is in 10 years, I have never once seen him late for a coaching call. He's never canceled. He has never been late. How can somebody not be late in 10 years? How is that even possible? Like, things happen. Life happens. Like, how? But he is like, you know. So again, that's also why I haven't. Like, if I've made it to your level, I don't need you as a coach anymore. Like, you know, I want somebody like way up here, you know. But he has never been late. He has never had to reschedule. He has never. I mean, he is always like on it. I can't do that. Like, things happen, teenagers, and you know, I got to pick her up, or I got, you know, if a customer is in here or something like that, you know, I don't want to, you know, my daughter's in here staring at me. You going to come and say hi? You can come say hi.
Hey guys.
Everybody's going to be wondering about your shoes right now, but that's fine.
I don't want to hear about my shoes, guys. Please do not mention my shoes.
At work, racket experts. I was supposed to come and see you guys. Sorry. I was out of town. I'm back. Trying to keep busy servicing the tennis, pickleball, racquetball community. Yeah, we need to figure out pickleball.
I think I'm good.
You're thinking good? We could swing a racket.
We should try radish ball.
Radish ball? What is radish ball?
Sounds just crazy pickleball.
Oh. Yeah, no.
Guys, I'm really funny. Do you...
No.
Guys, I really am.
No. But we do. We're going to go over and go to racket experts.
What do you do? How do you pickle the ball?
It's like a smaller court size,
Mm-hmm.
and the ball is different too. I think it's smaller. It's kind of like a mixture of tennis and ping pong. Would be the best way I could describe it. So, well, that's how
like
it's
the same
like.
thing, but like...
Well, no, tennis is like big, huge, massive
guess
court,
so,
and
yeah.
like, you know, they go and people get mad and they throw the tennis rackets. When I play, people get mad at me. I think
they get mad in ping pong too.
Not as much. Not as much.
I never know. Well, they were playing ping pong in one of my classes today.
Why? Yeah. Okay.
Let me tell
They
you.
don't normally do that in high school, but she's
No, guys. I'm not taking like a ping pong class.
She's taking her college classes,
Yeah.
dual enrollment, but her dual enrollment semester ended 2 weeks before her regular
Right.
classes. So now she's literally got like 4 classes with absolutely nothing. So the instructors basically are just like, you know, entertain yourselves. And one got out a ping pong table.
No, he got the ping pong table.
Yeah, the teacher got he's a professor. And he knows what's up. So he's like, okay, we're done. So if anybody wants to hang out, because the kids have to go somewhere. If you're over 16, you get to leave because you have like a vehicle. And I tried to sign the slip that she could leave. But she's not 16 yet. Yeah. So they were like, yeah, that's a no-go because there's no way that she can leave. And I'm like, I will pick her up. And they're like,
then how did you...
They want me to come in and sign every single time.
Did you...
I don't know. I have to come in and sign you in and out every time, and then you're going to have absences. You weren't in there last year.
Oh.
This is
God.
this is
Guys,
her
please.
first year
Guys,
of
please.
dual enrollment.
Don't look over here.
She's okay. We just got back from vacation today.
Yeah. But yeah.
Come by anytime. Look forward to meeting you. We are open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, 10 to 2. See, I'm going to go over there. I actually was trying to get over there. I went to Gainesville, and I'm working on a series, a Gainesville series for people. And so I was doing a bunch of videos. I went to the Cade Museum. It was really cool. I had other things I was actually doing in Gainesville, but you know, when you live in Ocala, you go to Gainesville. You're gonna go. It's not a question. We have the necessities here, but they have like more. So at some point you have to go to Gainesville, but it's only like 35, 40 minutes up the road. It's not a big deal. So I had to go to Gainesville for something, and I'm like, so every time I go up, I get more of the video and more stuff. But anyway, I was going to hit it on the way back, and I was like, oh, I got to go over to Racket Experts. And then I went right instead of going left, and then I was like, oh, I will do it when I get back. So, yeah, maybe Wednesday, because I'll be over on that side of town on Wednesday. I don't know. But yeah, I will be over, I promise. I want to do a video for you guys because you are definitely something everyone is talking about and interested in, especially the pickleball. It is serious, very serious stuff. So, I don't know.
Very cool. Major thumbs up.
Major thumbs up. So how was work?
It was good. I was outside taking orders.
In the dark?
In the dark.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they gave you an iPad and said good luck?
Yeah. And the one day I don't have my belt. Guys. All right.
You were not 100% uniformed? For shame.
They gave me, so like, you know how like we go out there with money and they give us these,
Oh no.
these boxes, right? But usually it's fine. Tell me why they give me so many coins in one of them. So it was so heavy, pulling down my pants. I'm walking around, I'm like holding it up. I'm like, guys, don't look at my pants. And then to make matters worse, I forgot. I knew I was forgetting something, but I stepped out there without my vest, without my, in the dark they have those neon green vests.
Yes. So
Tell me why a manager went, where's your vest? I go,
I would hope that they did. Because,
it was like half an hour into my shift too. Well, maybe like 20 minutes, but I was like.
So basically, you were out there in the parking lot in the dark.
It wasn't dark yet.
Not being seen very well.
My pants coming down.
With your pants coming out. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
work goals right there.
Please. And then, even they made up for the super stocked box with a super not stocked cash box. So I went out there. Tell me why, like, one of the first orders I take, she's like, it was a $10.39 order. Tell me why she gives me $100.
Can you even do that?
Yeah, you can do that.
Really? Most places don't.
Well, I wonder freaking why, because tell me why I look in my bag, I have 2 20s. I go, yeah, ma'am, I'll be right back. And I go over there and I
Who
go.
pays for that with?
That's what I'm saying. And she was like, it's all that I had. I'm like, in what world? And then I go up to like the window or whatever, and I'm like, hey, I need some 20s. And then the girl outside was like, they don't do 20s, but they give you 10s. I'm like, okay. So I go and I'm like, hey, I need some 10s. He's like, we don't give 10s. I'm like, okay.
What is this, hazing?
Literally, I'm like, guys, I'm working here 6 months, please.
Just give me some cash.
So yeah, he gave me 20s.
That's hilarious.
And then I went back, and she was all attitude with me. I'm like, I'm sorry, man, but you gave me 100. I had to give her like so much back. I'm like, please, ma'am, please, mercy on me.
So are you learning anything in your customer service skills?
I'm learning to not take hundreds.
Yeah.
Like,
Good plan. I was actually talking about it earlier, that I don't do cash.
Yeah.
I don't at all. We've never done cash.
And then I took another order. It was like $15. Something where they give me like a 50. I'm like, I mean, that's more reasonable, but I'm like, why?
That's
Give me a
you got some ballers, man. They got
Literally,
some
I was like,
high rollers around here or something.
hang on. And then so
I don't, maybe I should just not get her rolling because you're going to get in trouble.
Yeah. Guys, don't look at the color of my shirt. You don't know where I work. Please. Please, guys. Please. Tell me why I go up like a girl from OSE, which means the part where they give you your food at the window. She comes up to me. She's like, hey, I need help with a cash payment. I'm like, no problem. I pull it up. I recall the order. It's only like $26. I'm like, oh, I got this. So I go over because they don't do anything at the window.
Mm-hmm.
All they do is like card,
Mm-hmm.
and even then, sometimes, to be honest with you, sometimes they lie and they say it doesn't work.
Mm.
So she's like, yeah, it's a cash payment. I'm like, no problem. I got you. Tell me why I go up there. I don't see any green paper. She says, oh, I want to do some with cash and some with card. I'm like, that's completely fine.
Oh, wow, that was nice.
Tell me why. Okay, I'm gonna use your hand. Tell me why she comes over through her car window and she goes and gives me $4 in assorted quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies.
In the drive-thru.
And I'm staring at it. And like the girl next to me that called me over is like looking at me, and I'm like, "Do you want to help count?" And I like it was weird because like I tried giving it to her and pretend you're me, right? Because so I'm her and I'm like she's standing next to me and I'm like, "Do you want to try it?" And she goes. She's like, no, if she says it's 4, it's 4.
She's not counting
Okay.
it.
But even then, I still had to sort it. I'm like, 1 second. Yeah, you don't have any dollars?
I think, honestly, her stories are better than my stories.
No.
I honestly, like, at the end of the day, like, I don't think I had any.
Has anyone tried to pay for a house in assorted coins?
I heard that they are starting to pay for houses or trying to pay for houses with the, it's not coins. It's, what is it called? Like Digi-coins or what is that?
Bitcoin?
Bitcoin. Thank you. They are.
Oh, that's sick in the head.
No, it is a form of money. So,
I honestly
yeah.
don't know much about Bitcoin, but that kind of sounds
I
crazy.
know. I don't. Unfortunately, I don't either. But no, they are actually doing.
Just pay with cash.
It is throwing a lot of people off.
Yeah.
On how to do all of that, but yeah. So people are actually attempting to do that with Bitcoin. So it's interesting. Every year we go to the realtor convention, and every year they're talking about the Bitcoins and how it's revolutionizing how everything is being run and how it's different. And I did go into a gas station the other day, and there was a Bitcoin machine, and I'm like, does that mean you buy or you exchange or why? I didn't really understand what it was, but it was right next to the ATM machine, and I was like,
I think if somebody came in my line and they said I want to pay with Bitcoin, I would stare at them so hard.
it's like, no, that does not compute.
Call me old-fashioned, but you're not paying for you're not paying.
You're 15 and old-fashioned?
Apparently, they're using Bitcoin.
I don't know. Unfortunately, I just don't know enough about it, so I've stayed away from it. I like things that I can understand, comprehend.
I think everybody does.
No, some people are like, I want to be cutting edge, and I want to be, I want to do this stuff.
Good.
Thank you. I brushed it.
No, there's like a really good. Look at this. There's like a really nice. Okay, guys, hold on. There's like a really nice curled string. Look at this. It's
That
like
is
curled.
That is about as curled as my hair gets.
No, look.
Okay. Could we? We got people.
Gosh, sorry guys. I told you not to look. Jeez.
Oh my God. So this is what happens. This is what happens when I've got
You
chicken.
got me in here.
That's true. So, no, but they actually, they are attempting to do that. I don't know how the title company would work with that. I don't know how they would actually do the transfer, but I know you can do exchanges. So let's say one person has a house in, I don't know, Tennessee, and somebody has a condo, here in Florida, and they both parties decide that they are equal value or similar. They can actually exchange those. So, I mean, that's a thing. I have never personally done that or seen it actually done, but I've heard of it done. So,
You should try it.
I like 1031 exchanges.
I know.
Those are fun.
I feel like every time I turn around, you're like, the 1031.
I love
It's a
those.
1031.
It's so cool. It really is. I mean, when you actually see it happen and you help with it and stuff, it's pretty cool. So, 1031 exchange, I love those. But the, you know.
Is there anything you hate where you work?
Is there anything I hate?
Yeah, like a buyer or seller comes up and says something and you're like, oh.
That's a really good question. I don't think so. I actually enjoy short sales, which is bizarre, but yeah. I actually did a short sale on a 1031 exchange one time.
Oh, that's
I won't do that again. I do not like, I can't say I hate them, but I don't enjoy selling mobile homes.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I feel like that is a hate for you. I feel like I've never seen you be like, oh, you have a mobile home?
I've literally sold 2 in my entire career.
And that's a long career, too.
Thank you. I feel so much younger all of a sudden. But no,
You're so
don't.
wise, you know. You're so
Nice save. No, I really just don't believe in them. I think that they are essentially a vehicle and they go down in value, which is totally accurate. I know that every single time there is a tornado or hurricane watch or something like that, they always tell anybody in a mobile home to leave the area. Okay, well, obviously there's an issue with safety if the governing entity says, okay, everybody's safe except for you guys. Y'all are screwed. Like that's not something I want to sell, you know? Then I've also heard from multiple firemen. You know, we've had a lot of fire wives and firemen actually that work here as a second career or sometimes it's part-time or whatever, as real estate agents. And they hate mobile homes. And apparently there's a 10-minute rule that it takes about 10 minutes for a mobile home to be completely toast, like completely down to nothing.
Oh, that's sick.
And I think some of them even are not allowed to enter into a mobile home. Which is hard, especially if you know that there's somebody in there. But they are just so completely fast burning that it's not good. It's not good. We actually recently had a fireman that was hurt. He was hospitalized because there was a rookie agent and he apparently entered a mobile home. And so then the other fireman went in and so they got hurt. And it was in a mobile home. So yeah, so it's not good. It's just, you know, and again, if somebody says, hey, this is what I want, you're my agent, I will absolutely sell it to you. I will tell you, here's all the pros, here's all the cons, very specifically the cons. This is why I don't think this is a good idea. I would really rather sell you something that is actually going to, you know, gain equity and go up in value. And if they say, no, this is what we want, we understand that there are cons, we're still going to go ahead and purchase this, then I will absolutely sell it to them, because it's not my job to make decisions for people. I am supposed to advise them. So if I give them all of the information and they say, this is the course of action I want to take, then that's it. There's nothing I can do with that. So I have sold one that way. I was very specific, very clear, and they opted to purchase it, and they did not lose money. It did go up in value just because the market, everything went up in value. So it was just kind of how it happened to happen. So they were very happy with it, and I was happy because, you know, again, they let me get it all out, put all the cards on the table, and they made the decision. And so, you know, it is what it is. Another time, I sold one. Oh no, there's 3 actually, because one came with the property. So it was a big farm, and there happened to be a mobile home on it that nobody could account for. It just like pop, it's like a mushroom. It just popped up. Nobody knew where it came from. Nobody knew anything about it. So I think it was a foreclosure, in fact. But anyway, this was years ago. So the bank actually, they were like, we take no responsibility for this mobile home. We have no idea where it came from. No, there's no paperwork on it. What do what do we do? So I had everybody, I wrote, just a thing saying that all buildings currently on the property convey with the property. And it was like, okay, that's good enough. So, it came with, and it was just kind of a freebie. And then they found out later that it was not hooked up to a septic at the time, so they had to put a septic in. So it was like, somebody just moved a mobile home. It was a nice mobile home. It was a very nice mobile home, but it was still kind of like, what? So it just kind of showed up. So I can't really say I sold that one. It just kind of came like extra luggage or something. I don't know. But I have sold a few, and I think I will be selling more just because the market is high, and that's what people can afford. And, everybody's got to live somewhere. So again, I will give them all of the information, as I always do, and they can make their own choices. And I can't say I would never live in a mobile home either, because I probably would. And your grandma lives in a mobile home. Actually, both grandparents live in mobile homes. So, I don't know, to each their own. For some, it is an ideal situation, but I still go through all of the pros and cons, because otherwise it would not be me. I don't know. I have to go through all of it, but I think that's the only thing I'm really not a fan of. But technically, my license, I can't sell mobile homes.
Why?
Can't. I can sell the land that a mobile home is attached to.
I see.
But the mobile home itself, you actually have to have a car dealer's license.
Car?
Yep.
Oh, that's sickening.
Yeah. No, they are literally considered a vehicle. And they come with tags and everything. They're registered.
Do you have a license plate?
Essentially, they have a little registration tag on the window. Every single one of them, they have it. So, yeah. Yeah. So, if I were to, like, in a mobile home park, if it's if they have lot rent, so they don't actually own the land, then I can't sell them. I don't have that license. And people have asked for it, and I was just like, I don't think that's something I want to do. I really don't want to do that. So I've never pursued getting that license. But yeah, technically I cannot. Basically Florida considers it the same as like an RV. So anyway. All right, so now I'm off that soapbox. Now, aren't you, like, sorry you asked?
No, not at all.
So, I think I put everybody to sleep.
But one person liked it. So
Oh, well.
Obviously, somebody likes your
My soapbox.
your mobile home ramblings.
You asked.
Heck. Yeah.
All right, well, I think I'm going to get off of here. And I am going to get myself home and sit in my recliner and answer the rest of the messages that I have so that I can actually be all caught up for tomorrow. So, yeah, we are good to go. Bye. You guys have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And, yes, we will definitely be coming over to get that video of the racket experts pretty soon. So, anyway, all right. Thanks so much. We'll see you guys later. Bye.